And they are in match now. So hopefully I didn't miss too much getting set up here. Good, we're getting in right at the beginning here. So we've got the New Texas Mercenaries over here in blue, and Inferno Express is on the far side in red. This is Conquest 3333. So let's see what they've got. Lots of diversity here. Jenner, Adder, Cicada, Hellbringer, Wolverine, Timberwolf, Stormcrow, DDC. 2 Timberwolves are the only common mech they have. Lots of variation in that drop deck there. And for Inferno Express, we've got a lot of Stormcrows, a few Atlases, a couple of Orions, maybe just one Orion, and Firestarters for light, so a more standard build for them. It looks like New Texas Mercenaries are making a play for middle right now. We've jumped into one of the Firestarters for Inferno Express. Standard medium pulse build.
New target acquired.
I see lots of brawl on the New Texas Mercenaries here, including on their Raven. Interesting, lots of SRMs. Lots of DACA on those assaults for New Texas. And looks like they are going to camp out around Theta, around the archway. Wait, did I put the... Yeah, okay, the game is actually playing. I did do the overlay, thank God. So it looks like Inferno Express is moving in now. They are going to go ahead and push. Yeah, they are going to try to funnel in through archway, and I think that is what NTEX wants them to do. If they're smart, they're going to get up on this ridge here and apply fire from both directions, and it appears that is what they're doing. Personally, I really don't like this position around Epsilon here. Looks like a Stormcrow's almost down for New Texas Mercenaries. Doesn't quite go down, 35%. Their drop commander, potentially, their primary commander, Very Us, goes down, and his Atlas out here alone. It looks like a Firestarter is going to go down for Inferno Express, though. Right now it's going to be 2-1. That Orion charges in, takes a considerable amount of damage before going down for Inferno Express, and they are tightening the noose now. All of their assaults are making a push. We're going to go ahead and get in on this. This looks to be the main push from Inferno Express here. Lots of SRMs, AC-20s, full brawl. The battle is definitely going in favor of Inferno Express. Just the last couple to clean up here from New Texas Mercenaries. A Jenner and a Timberwolf remain. Last one's going to be this Jenner. How long can it make it? A poetic end. So that's going to be the first drop. Goes to Inferno Express. It's like 2 down. NTEX got 2 down, that is. Looking at the damage spread, other than the King Crab and the Banshee, not a whole lot of big numbers coming out of New Texas Mercenaries, whereas on the other side, lots of big numbers. 4 players over 500, another trailing just a little bit behind. Lowest damage was just below 200. And that was from one of the dead guys there. So good job by Inferno Express. I like their positioning on that one. Honestly, I think that NTEX just took a poor position there. There wasn't a whole lot they could have done. That Epsilon freighter is just a death trap in my opinion. So let's go ahead and look at this on the map. Meantime, I'm going to pull up my friends list to make sure that they don't drop in without me. Sweet. Alright. Let's see. So, New Texas Mercenaries is over here in red, and they just made the standard play and did this. You see this in a lot of pub games, and honestly, it is just a bad position on this map. It doesn't leave you a lot of options, and if the other team plays it right, they can really get the leg up on you. They did also make the, early attempt to cap beta and then dodge back with the lights to try to put a little bit of pressure on Inferno Express, but they ended up not much caring about caps at all, so didn't really come into play. Both teams were built for a brawl. Inferno Express basically set up shop here for a minute while they were analyzing what they wanted to do, and then of course they oh geez, that's not what I want. And then they came in through both sides, the tunnel, the archway here, and then the really smart play, which you need to do if a team gets holed up down there, is sort of here. Take that hill. The hill is a great place to shoot down from. You've got great lanes. You've got a big, nice ridge there you can set up on. And if you control that hill, you can control the Epsilon zone. So I think that's the way to play it. That's the way they did. And at the end, they made a nice coordinated push. One Orion went in a little bit early, but otherwise it was very well timed. And that's about that. Not a whole lot to say on that one. Pretty textbook case. So, geez, these overlays are such a pain in the butt. No. Why would I want to do that? That makes no sense. Sub-region. Select region. There we go. A little bit extra work. All right. So still waiting. They're in lobby. I assume they'll be dropped in just a couple of minutes here. And that's that. The next game is going to be Assault, 720 tons. They can build their drop deck anyway. So instead of 3333, that's built more for, conquest-y kind of games. Although, to be fair, I have not seen a lot of teams rely on points in this league so far. You can build the drop deck any way you want in this drop, so a lot of times you'll see very uniform drop decks where they'll bring, 6 Timberwolves and as many Stormcrows as they can fit in a drop deck or something like that, instead of going more diversified and having your lights and having your assaults. The advantage to that approach, of course, is being able to move at the same speed and being able to move much more quickly than if you'd taken assaults. So now with conquest points out of the picture, I think you might see some action on the water. New Texas Mercenaries now get to pick which side of the map they want. And I don't know, I feel like you just want to pick high side. You want to pick Sigma side on this map. Just always works out better. It looks like they've dropped. So, let's see. Yes, they have. Overlay. Nailed it. And it looks like they actually... Did they go with the same side? Familiar with a lot of the names on these teams, but yes, they did. New Texas Mercenaries is still in blue. And it looks like they are heading sort of back to the same position, although maybe they might be more aggressive this time. Perhaps an unexpected tunnel push. Never underestimate the Spanish Inquisition. But, let's take a look at these drop decks. Lots of heavies and mediums for Inferno Express. Lots of Orions. Surprising to see so many Orions. Lots of VAs, which means SRM AC-20 builds. Stormcrow Ds, those are, I believe, mostly missiles. We'll take a look at those in just a second. And again, NTEX with a very... may not have even changed mechs. Fire starters for Inferno Express are going around back, getting eyes on them. Okay, so I see a streaker. New Texas Mercenaries definitely moving up. They are gonna be the aggressor here. They push through Arch and they're pushing up into the Charlie 3 area. I see lots of streaks. Wow. A little bit of DACA, some lasers and medium pulse. It's all over the place for them, it looks like. And SRM Splat is the name of the game for Inferno Express. And it looks like they're kind of split right now. That is not good. It looks like one of these Stormcrows is going to go down for Inferno Express. At the same time, the rest of their force is charging out. That's a good strike right there. New Texas Mercenaries, if they ball up and focus here, they'll do well. But it looks like they're kind of getting spread out and focusing different targets. Let's check the scoreboard. 1 down for New Texas Mercenaries, none down for Inferno Express yet. And it looks like this is going to go Inferno Express's way. They're just keeping more together. New Texas push got just pushed way out and got really spread out there. 4 down for them. And that is a Stormcrow down for New Texas. They are smartly going for legs on those Orions, though. That's actually a pretty good strategy there. New Texas is definitely putting up a fight, doing some brawling, but I think ultimately their focus fire is lacking here. And so that is going to wrap up the series for us. It looks like it's going to go 2-0 to INEX. And only 4 down for an Inferno Express on that. New Texas definitely put up a better fight that time. I like that they were the aggressor. Quite a few of their players put up some good damage numbers. But I feel that the push got pretty spread out. You also see players on the low end of the spectrum really not pulling as much weight as they need to. But overall, it was a good set of matches. Thank you to both teams for playing and adding me as friends, because that always helps to know when you guys have dropped in. I guess I should give a mech bay away. Keep promising mech bays, and then I don't give you people mech bays. Geez, this was a quick series. I wonder if they're going to play a last one just for fun. I'm going to go ahead and ask them if they are in fact playing out the last one here. So we'll see what they say. Guarantees on that one. Otherwise, I'm actually going to have a little bit of time to like go eat and stuff before the next cast, and this is not going to just flow right on through as I sort of expected it to. So I should probably update the scores and all of the other things that I'm just really bad at remembering. Again, the series goes 2-0 to Inferno Express. Yes! They are playing out another one for exhibition purposes. Love it when teams do that. Big shout out to New Texas for doing that. It's always fun. It's a good experience. Just get more matches in. So this is going to go back to Conquest now. 3-3-3-3. Don't know if you'll see something different. I sort of hope we do. I hope we see some maybe water combat. I know that these teams definitely seem to love their SRMs, and that's why I think they hug that northern side of the map there. But I would love to see another play some diversity here. So we'll see what goes on in the chat. I'm going to give a mech bay away. on here? I still don't have a good way to do this yet. We're working on that. I'm not the most organized, and things have been busy at work, and then I'm sure you've all seen the fucking Reddit shitstorm that's out there today, so, you know, that was my thing. Oh, that's great. I love seeing people type no pants in chat. Tear to my eye. They're in lobby. I assume they'll be dropped in about a minute here. Recap on that round, I guess. Might as well do that in the meantime. Okay, so New Texas Mercenaries, again, deciding to take this spawn. I don't think that's a good choice. I just think this is the weak spawn on this map, and I really hope they redesign this map. Basically, they pushed, they got to here, everything was looking good, and they had Inferno Express split out. You know, at this point in the battle, everything was looking fairly favorable in that a lot of Inferno Express's brawlers were up here in Mining Town. And they had a couple of scouts out here. They had one Stormcrow that almost died here. You know, they had a couple of mechs out here. And instead of pushing or making concerted effort or really focusing on this tunnel as they came out, they just sort of scattered into the wind and didn't really focus anything. Inferno Express at that time pushed out with a great charge, balled up here. Well, it's the wrong color, but they balled up here, and that was it. They finished it off, and they have dropped, so we're going to go now. And I'm going to remember to put the overlay up because we're 3 for the 3. We're amazing. All right, good stuff. And again, it looks like New Texas Mercenaries is going to choose what I would consider the weak spawn on this map. And again, they pretty much aren't going to switch mechs. They are just going to bring this drop deck. That's what they're comfortable at. It's what their pilots like running. And you know what? Power to them. I kind of like that strategy. For Inferno Express, I see a Locust. I don't care about anything else, but I do see this guy. Tasty cookie. But, otherwise, they got Banshees, Atlas, Orions again, Stormcrows, Firestarters, pretty standard. Again, I don't think we're going to see much different than what we've seen so far, which is a bunch of streaks, a bunch of SRMs, you know, a bunch of brawling stuff, and then some random DACA and stuff like that mixed in. Yet again, we see New Texas Mercenaries make the quick play for Theta, and then hold up sort of in the Epsilon Arch. They are again being more aggressive here, and it looks like they're probably gonna... I don't know, we'll see what the assaults do. If they come out here, it's pretty spread out right now. They got one Banshee that's really just waiting at the back. In the meantime, big shoreline push from Inferno Express. Let's get on the elusive man in that Atlas and see where this push goes, shall we? So it looks like they've caught a Timberwolf for New Texas out there in the water, and he goes down. Never a good idea to be separated like that. In the meantime, New Texas is flanking around. You can see him. Oh, jeez. I didn't want to be in thermal vision. So here comes the death ball, and it looks like Inferno Express's push is surrounded. Now that could be good or that could be bad. It looks like most of their beef is showing up a little bit late. The elusive man in that DDC about to go down. It's at 23% now. There are 3 dead for New Texas Mercenaries, however. It looks like they have had, again, a good focus fire going in for Inferno Express. Yep, those 2 mechs on the right side went down. That Wolverine is not going to be of much use, and it looks like this is definitely going Inferno Express's way. Hellbringer and Stormcrow go down. And now it is just the hunt. So, it's all about Skippy 137 and this Generev. I gotta hope this is not a suicide run. I gotta hope that this is an extreme tactics power play. Only one mech, that Atlas DDC, down for Inferno Express, and let me just say that that is the mech that should be dead. If you're doing your job right, then you died first as an Atlas. And it definitely wasn't wasted damage. You got all the way down to sub 20%. That's essential. I don't really know why this is happening. I don't know what that was, but it happened. So yeah, that is the exhibition round. Again, that goes to Inferno Express. It did not actually count. The series officially went to them 2-0. But thank you again for playing out the match to both teams. That was it. He was maybe hoping that he could hide for the cap win, but that was a futile attempt. 1022 ping. That's the number that I'm interested in. That's quite impressive. It's like playing from the moon or something. That's pretty great. Anyways, damage numbers again. Inferno Express, really good. Uniform numbers across the board. All 3 rounds, really doing a good job making sure everybody gets shots on everybody. Even the Locust, 4 kills, 386 damage. You know what? If I could see what name that is, you get 500 MC for carrying that hard in a Locust. Top damage and the most kills. You're getting one of the 500 MC packs. Congratulations. Lamblaska? Jeez, I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out what that name is, but he wins it. I'm gonna give it to him. Congratulations to him. And I should probably get out a couple of these mech bays now that the round is over. All that stuff wrapped up. Lamblaska. Yes, you. Yes. So, that makes things easy, that he bugged me first. Lamblaska, the first winner of the 500 MC prizes that we give out for awesome moments. That was a really great job by him, and not a whole lot else to say on that one. And geez, I even got the overlay down all 3 times, so congratulations to me on that one. I should award myself a 500 MC pack just for going 3 for 3 on overlays this evening. So before I do anything else and keep babbling, I'm just gonna start giving away mech bay codes. Let's make this happen. Let's see. Yeah, I know this part isn't going to be very interesting, but this is why having a second caster is super helpful, because they can handle bullshit like this. But that's not happening, so... And let's see, second winner... Okay, so I'm sure that was incredibly interesting for all of you to watch while I type to get these code things in, but this is what the post-show has come to these days. There's no professionalism left in the industry. And yeah, so let's do a quick recap here. God, that's a beautiful drawing. I don't care about switching this back. I'm too lazy. So, again, NTEX. Jeez. Can I draw? Is that broken? Is it all over? It's all over. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, sketch, color. No, piss off. I don't care about my ad blocking stuff. Die in a fire. I'm never removing it. I'll draw around you just to spite you. Did it really draw around it? That's pretty great. Okay, so that... honestly, kind of. I mean, New Texas Mercenaries took a very diverse approach here. They sort of had Inferno Express encircled. Inferno Express definitely just did a ballsy short push. Really like this move, honestly. It seems like you don't have enough cover when you start going, but if you've got a big enough force, you totally do. And you've got good sight lines on anybody that can't peek on you. So they did that. They went out here. They chased down some Timberwolf and killed him out here. Their main force swept in here. Only one Atlas died for Inferno Express, and it was right here in the middle of the fray. Otherwise, they did a good job cleaning up the stragglers on the left side, and then all swinging to the right and finishing off the last 4 or 5 New Texas Mercenaries guy. And then that Jenner, that pro Jenner, pulled the runaround. That's not the right team color, but it happened, and it was pretty great. And the Locust, again, Lamblaska, winning the first 500 MC award for the awesome award for carrying in a Locust. Well done, sir. Very well done. When I saw the Locust, I was... this is a competitive league, bro, but you know what? Proving everybody wrong. I like that. That's what that award is for. So, as a recap, the series goes to Inferno Express 2-0. Lots of brawls, lots of good combat here, and I guess I'm just gonna like put on a pause screen or something for like a half hour while we wait for the next match. And thank you everybody for tuning in. Anybody that want to mech bay, I will message you your stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in like a half hour.